Hi, and welcome to P226's channel. This is going to be, I guess, kind of a philosophy video, and a video telling you about why I feel the way I do about 1911s, and admitting to some of my own prejudices. I really dislike 1911s. They are not a favorite handgun of mine. I don't really like 45s. I don't particularly care for steel frame guns. Now, I know a lot of you, especially the ones who came over from, like, Ebomi's contest, are probably, like, bleeding out your ears right now. But that's my own shit, okay? A lot of that comes from growing up with my grandfather, who is a 69-year-old Vietnam veteran who thinks all guns should be made out of steel and weigh 1,000 pounds. No matter what. If they're not made out of steel and wood, you shouldn't own them. The man has, several dozen 1911s that just sit around his house collecting dust. Doesn't shoot them because he can't afford 45, which, that's probably one of my main issues with 45s, that it is more expensive and people buy a 45 and never shoot it. Sits around collecting dust. And I don't know, I don't really see the reason for it. I'm more into shot placement than carrying huge ass fucking rounds. I think a 9mm is more than adequate to kill a person. I mean, I hear people all the time, is this caliber sufficient for this, is this that, and blah 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 blah. Well, the real fact of the matter is that, most of the calibers you guys talk about are sufficient for anything. Okay? Is a .357 Magnum good for self-defense? Well, it depends. You trying to just kill the motherfucker? If so, yeah, it is. If you're not worried about your backstop. Okay? A lot of people like the 45 because back in the day when there was not good personal protection ammo available, a 45 is a lot better with a round-nosed bullet than a lot of other rounds are. It just has to do with its size. I don't know, I don't feel the nostalgia for it. A lot of people do. I see it as very limited POUs. And for me, it's basically a collector's item. I'd like to have a really nice 1911. I've been looking at the SIG Spartan. I think it's kind of cool looking. The color's kind of cool with the kind of black bronze color it's got going. But I don't know. I have a hard time spending, over $1,000 on 1911. Okay, $300-400. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with that. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who really just the 1911 does not turn on at all. I kind of doubt that, considering how many people are, Glock fanboys on here. Actually, that's another thing, too, is I really can't stand the 1911 fanboys. You know who you are. You're guys that, oh, 1911 is the greatest handgun in the world, and you just talk it up, saying, oh, it's so reliable, and then you see them at the range, shooting their gun, and it's jamming, and like, well, you have to break it in. Well, it doesn't like this magazine. Well, it doesn't do this. Which, if you watch my review on this gun, you're probably laughing right now because I said a lot of the same things about things that happened to this gun. And it's true. Shit goes wrong with 1911s. They don't like certain things. They don't do well in certain things. Just in general, it's a very picky handgun. Unless you get one that's really well made, okay, and has super awesome quality controls, I think you're going to have a lot of issues with it. Okay, compare that to, $400 or $500 for a Glock. Kind of stupid. Okay? You're going to have a lot of issues with the 1911. You're going to have no issues with the Glock. Okay? And if you're spending, I don't know, $1,000 or more, you could get a SIG or an HK for that much money. If you like 45s, the HK 45 is pretty fucking badass. Okay, whether you go with like the USP or the Mark 23, whatever you go with, the HK M45 ACP is a badass gun. I don't really like HKs because they're magazine release. Like, it's kind of faggy, for lack of a better word. I don't know, I just wanted to do a quick my thoughts on a 1911 video while I still had this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you disagree with me, feel free to comment. Tell me why you like a 1911. Or I'll do a video response. And please don't say, because it's a 45 and it's so reliable, because we all know, there are other guns in 45 and there are other guns that are reliable. Okay, in fact, there are a lot of guns that are more reliable than this gun. So if you have any other reasons that you like it besides those two, feel free to respond. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and don't forget to thumbs up the video.